We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the LA Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. It's Padres baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Joey Lucchesi will be the man on the mound for the Friars. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
So digging in, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The Dodgers, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that is off the wall. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
Well, a lot of managers like their leadoff man to take a few pitches to start the game off, give the other guys in the lineup a chance to see what the pitcher has to offer. But if he got that instruction, he ignored it. He rips the first pitch of the game off the wall for an easy double.
Standing in now, Jacob Amaya. Line towards center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. Throw won't get him. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's in the top 5 in runs scored in the National League, so he's a big part of the lineup. The guys behind him are doing a good job of driving him in, too, but they'd be a whole different team without him.
Victor Robles digging in now. Ripped down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And the run will score as the Dodgers grab the early 1-0 lead.
You know, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. In now, Ozzie Albies, and the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. He's set, and the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. LA's on top, 1-0. Walker Buehler, a Kentucky-born right-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at one of the game's top strikeout pitchers. He's averaging over 11 strikeouts per 9 innings so far on the season. We'll know if he's on early by seeing a lot of swings and misses.
Here's Juan Lagares. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Wind-up and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. The Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. In the air out to left. Giving chase is Robles. He gets to it and makes first out. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
That is good. No appeal. Tommy.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. First delivery to him on the way. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right
now. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Padres down in order. It remains 1-0. Stepping in, Gio Urshela. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Gio Urshela.
Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Myers is there, 1 away.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on B. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
At the plate, Cody Hosey. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Myers going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. And he's a guy who's been absolutely terrific over the last couple of series. Really swinging it well. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Back up the middle. Dozier fields it cleanly. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
The shortstop, Fernando Tatis
First offering on its way.
Jr.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
And in steps Manny Machado. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Comes into his first at bat at 283. 7 homers and an even 20. Machado now on 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
One out, nobody on. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Will Myers. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 0 for 4. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
The 1-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Martinez is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping into the box, Walker Buehler, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Walker Buehler.
First delivery to him on the way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Myers on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Here's Mookie Betts. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
In now, Jacob Amaya. He swings and grounds it to short. Dozier over to Hosmer, a double play.
Now batting, left fielder, Victor Robles.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Victor Robles. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey!
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Dozier ranging to his right. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Dodgers lead this one 2-0. Brian Dozier at the plate, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Now the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. Into the box, Francisco Mejia, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Joey Lucchesi. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Padres down in order. They're down 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, J.D. Martinez.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to short. He's got it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The batter, number 3.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Padres' Road to the Show report. 2 players that this organization has to be happy about right now. So up steps Ozzie Albies. Seared down the first baseline. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Gio Urshela.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gio Urshela hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Yeah, it's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible, and if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
So now to the plate, Cody Hosey as he rips it on the ground to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Dodgers leave 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. So striding forward now, Juan Lagares. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch.
Okay, I think that just is a missed call. That looked like that was on the strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Striding into the box, Eric Hosmer. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he misses with it. 1-1. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And the pitch. And the Friars are into the hit column.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
At the plate now, Tommy Pham, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. Doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. To 2-2 now.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Will Myers would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Fouled away. Hosmer over at second. Pham at first, 2 out in the inning. Just hung in there on that one. Hot shot down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And now it'll kick around in the corner as he arrives at second without a play, as we're now tied after a pair of runs score on the play. Now at the plate, Will Myers. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. No balls and a strike to count.
Good job there to jump ahead with the fastball. If he's going to get back on track out there, the fastball is what he's going to start to need locating first and foremost. Then he can work his other pitches off of that.
The 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Stepping up to the plate, Gary Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. hit softly on the ground at third. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now back, the pitcher, Walker Buehler.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Walker Buehler. First on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Myers is there, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Mookie Betts. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. This is on the ground over to first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The second baseman, Ryan.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Francisco Mejia.
Now at the plate, Francisco Mejia looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 37, Joey Lucchesi.
Standing in, Joey Lucchesi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Lifted the other way out to left center. Robles waits on it, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Through 5, all even at 2-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Jacob Amaya. First delivery to him on the way. Liner in there for a base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Stepping in now, Victor Robles. In the dirt here. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The tag gets 1. Over to Hosmer. A double play. Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, two-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you, you're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
Line towards center field, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for L.A. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Juan Lagares. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive, base hit down the line. The throw into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
First offering on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A runner at second, nobody out. A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
3 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Betts giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in Manny Machado. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. 7th inning coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Dodgers 2. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, third baseman, Cody Posey.
Riding in once again, Cody Hosey. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch is a single, called strike one. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw.
Oh,
really
my God.
Better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Lagares at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Coming to the plate now, Gary Sanchez. A couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. And this
what? Are you kidding me? Late on a fucking changeup. Early? Come on. Couldn't get anything off of
foul
it.
Over to the right side. 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High and deep to right center. And Myers will make the catch to retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Padres 3 and the Dodgers 2. Last half of the 7th here. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Will Myers.
The right fielder, Will Myers.
Tommy Kahnle gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 48, Tommy Kahnle.
First offering on its way.
0-1's the count.
And that misses 1-1. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Myers hits a little over the 270 mark. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch, and he blew it right by him there.
Fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Here's Brian Dozier now as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. No hits to this point. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Ball 1. And it's fouled away. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Fouled away. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Padres down in order. They're up 3-2. Ronald Acuna will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Emilio Pagan will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Austin Hedges will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 18, Austin Hedges.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll get back in safely. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 3-3 game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Standing in now, Victor Robles. Here's a fly ball. Way out to right center, and no one will track this one down. It's going to fall in there for extra bases. And not in time as the second run scores.
Boy, that's a huge base hit right there, dear. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in the play.
Greg Stammen is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
For the Padres, number 34, Greg Stammen.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. Here comes the first pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Lagares to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So no one on now after the sac fly. And here comes the first baseman, Gio Urshela. He's set. Here it comes. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. This is skied into short left center. Pham is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Dodgers lead it 6-3. Trevor May is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Standing in, Austin Hedges. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Pitch on the way. Oh, 1 pitch on its way. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. And he chased it in the dirt. Sanchez is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Hedges is retired, and there's 1 away. So 1 man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. No balls and 1 strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Now here's the pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. 1-1 coming now to Hosmer.
Ball 2.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Stepping into the box, Cody Hosey, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 so far.
Cody Hosey.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he did it.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. Pitch outside, the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. The 1-0. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. And this will score the run from second to make this a 7-3 game now.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't irk you.
Oh, it does hurt. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Hosmer has it. The second for 1. Over to Hosmer, a double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Mookie Betts. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one's flared out toward left. Left fielder coming in, but he won't get there. It falls in. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Padres 3. Jordan Sheffield is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 89, Jordan Sheffield.
At the plate, Tommy Pham, as he rips it on the ground to second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Ripped down the first base line.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Another one sent foul. And boy, what a battle brewing here as he fouls yet another pitch into the seats. Still stuck on 0-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In now, Manny Machado, as he can't catch up on a fastball to letters, and it's strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike now to Machado. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. San Diego down to their final strike. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first 2 of this 3-game series, playing for the sweep tomorrow.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Dodgers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Tommy Kahnle claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 7 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Padres, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting at 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park, 7-3. The San Francisco Giants amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland, 8-5. The Rockies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 6-4. The Chicago Cubs knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona, 7-1. Adam Conley grabbed his 2nd win of the year, leading the Marlins to a win over Pittsburgh, 4-3. It was their 5th straight victory. The Reds totaled 11 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington, 7-4. Marcus Stroman earned the win, his 4th this season, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves, 4-3. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the NL. The Cardinals racked up 11 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee, 5-3. The Yankees sent 3 balls into the seats as they blew out the Jays, 7-1. The Texas Rangers got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Red Sox on the road, 4-2. Jose Iglesias was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, leading the Orioles to the victory over the White Sox, 14-7. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. Jacob Junis earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Royals to the win over the Tigers, 5-3. The Angels went deep 4 times as they pulverized the Twins, 12-2. The Rays combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland, 11-0. The Astros had 12 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field, 5-1. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.